So welcome to the part 2 guys. So here is the main code. So the first line is path is equal to this. So path is a variable which has some kind of path. So this path is actually the path of your Selenium WebDriver which you have downloaded in the past video. Try to get the path of the Selenium WebDriver and just place it over here. Try to place the right path guys. You need to also copy the file path as well as add the file name also. So after that we need to open the Selenium WebDriver. So we are opening the Selenium WebDriver by webdriver.chrome. So this line just makes the computer to understand where is the file Selenium WebDriver and also opens it. So the next thing is the usernames guys. So US name is equal to secret.username. In the file secret you have a variable called username here, right? So secret.username is fed into US name. Content in the username in the file secret is fed into US name. So the same thing happens to the password. So this is a kind of file handling guys. So the next stop is class. So I'm using class because you can access any part of the class again and again and again. So I'm using class name as Instagram. So the next line, 14th line is browser.get URL. So this allows the Selenium WebDriver to get to a specific URL mentioned over here. So I'm using the Instagram's login URL. So you can actually see login URL over here. I'm using that. So after that, I'm using a function called login. So I need to log in into my account here, right? Browser.implicitly wait 10 seconds. This makes the browser to wait 10 seconds till the web page loads. Username is equal to a variable is equal to browser.findElement by XPath. XPath is nothing but it makes the computer to understand where is the required path is available. You can see your username text box or something else. Your computer is not able to see it here, right? So we are making your computer to see this text box using XPath. So how can we get the XPath? Right click on it, click on inspect. You would be taken into this page in which you can see this small window style event. So you can also see CrowPath if you have installed from your web store. So you can see RL XPath. So this is the relevant XPath. So you can just copy that XPath, click on copy, then go to your PyCharm, place it between the double quotes. So this allows your computer to just see where is the text box, username text box is available. So the next stop is we need to feed our username into that text box. So the 18th line actually helps you with that. So username dot send keys US name. So US name already has the value of the username in the file secret. So send keys. So we have found that username text box. To that text box, the content in the US name has been fed. That's it. So the next thing is we need to just move on to password section. So we need to move on to password section. Either we can just click on the password or else we can just click on enter to move on to that. So I'm just using a written. So in the olden days, written means enter key. So the same thing happens to the password also. You can see the exact algorithm is being used for the password also. So let's see how it works guys. So let's see how it works. So write the class name Instagram dot your file name login. So login. So let's execute this. So how to execute it? Go to run, click on the second run button. So click on your file name. Your browser opens. It loads to Instagram page. It automatically feeds the data. And then you can see you have taken into this page. So you can see the not now button here, right? Let me inspect it. So the not now button is clicked. So click on text, guys. So you can see not now. So copy it again. So the same thing happens to be doing it again and again. So I placed the same algorithm for the not now button also. So use is equal to browser dot find the elements by the XPath over here also between the two double quotations, and now you need to use a click, use dot mouse click. Can you also use pi auto gu if you knew about it. So let's use two not now buttons. So this is where the functionality of class helpful. Not now insta dot not now. So let's execute, guys. Is clicked, the second one is also clicked. So you can see the first one as well as the second one has been clicked. So now I need to click on Mr. Noob, my username, to load my page. So this is what happened. So I need to click on the username, right? So I've just placed the same thing. So the print statement is nothing. So the browser waits for 5 seconds. So I've used format because if I send the algorithm to anyone, so I can't be changing according to their username. So I just used format. So format actually replaces these brackets with the US name. That's it. So this function is the very important function where everything gets executed. So the first line is implicitly wait. The second line is I'm just getting the amount of following. I'm going to get the amount of following. So the second line actually explains the amount of following I have. I would be using this in the later period for scrolling. So you need to just click on following. So you need to get the persons who are you following. So you need to get their usernames, but you need to scroll, guys. So I have less followers, so no need of scrolling for me, but you need to scroll, guys. So how can we scroll? So here is where the amount of followers and following are needed. So I've just taken the amount of following with this function. So I'm using the same way of getting the XPath. And now, so this is the variable name here, right? So XPath are not exact variables. It's actually a codes. So you need to just change it into a normal text. So this is actually changing it into a normal text. Dot text actually changes into a normal text, but we need to use int for the for loops. So I'm using it here, right? So I'm using this here. So we need to use int in for loop. So I'm just converting the text into a int, and I'm feeding it into FWG. So the next stop is after clicking on following, and I need to move the cursor over here to scroll. If I move the cursor over here and scroll, I can't do anything. So I need to move the cursor over here and scroll. So this this two lines actually makes a click on the following button, and these three lines actually moves the cursor to this box. So you know about this, how to code this, but I would explain this. Okay, so after clicking on following, you just need to identify where is another following is. So try to click on, right click on it, try to go to inspect, so you can see the same exact XPath is being getting. So try to feed the XPath over there. So now your computer knows where is the content following is. So now your computer needs to move the cursor over there. So size is equal to variable name dot location. So this line actually explains where is the location is now. So the PyAutoGU is now useful over here. So PyAutoGU move to. So move to function actually makes your mouse cursor to move to some desired location. So I've used this algorithm. You can actually replace it with size. S-I-Z-E, guys. That's it. So PyAutoGU dot move to size, which actually makes the cursor to move to a desired location. That's it, guys. So the next stop is we need to scroll. So this is actually a scroll function. So again, a PyAutoGU is helping you to scroll. PyAutoGU dot scroll is available, so you can see about it. So this is actually speed and this is actually time delay. So this line is actually not needed. So this is actually the scroll function. So you can't be scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. You need to stop your scrolling here, right? So what I'm using the for loop to scroll and scroll and scroll till the end, till your following list has been ended. So what I'm just getting the amount of following through this. So that's it, guys. So the next is these lines. So the first line means, so this line means find the element. So you can see the same URL. So these usernames are in a combined and comes under a same class. So I'm getting the class name so that it doesn't make any sense if you again and again click and inspect and take every username. Yeah, right. So we can take every username in one click by taking the XPath of the class, common class. So this is what the XPath of the common class is, and I'm placing it in the single quotes. Actually you need to place it in the double quotes, if not you would get into an error. Place it in a double quotes. You can actually see the change over here, yes and no yes. So it's elements and it's element. So this is actually one element and this is a huge amount of elements. So a huge amount of usernames that comes under the same class name is being fed into F1. But this usernames are not in a text form, they are in a code form. So we need to change it into a text form and we need to append it into the following. So the following is an empty list, we are just appending into following. So this for loop is just like that. So we are appending each and everything, so we can't append simultaneously everything. So we need to append each and everything one by one, step by step. So that's what that's why I'm using for loop. So I'm just using time sleep for that, for every append to take slowly. So the next thing is this. So after we getting the usernames and the followers list, now we need to close. So we need to click on this cross icon. So I'm just doing the same thing, inspect. So getting the XPath. So take the class. So take this, copy the absolute or relevant XPath, then place it over here, then dot click means just click on that icon. So after that it helps me to click here. So the next is I need to go to following and get the list of followers. Go to followers and get the list of followers. Guys, I'm doing the same exact thing for getting the followers list also. You can see it, yeah, right. So we are getting the following list by specific task. The same task is being used for getting the followers also. You can do the same exact thing to get the followers also. nothing much. So you need to just change the variable names, if not you would just fall into trouble. So just try to change the variable names. F2 followers or a range followers, so just change it. Yeah guys, that's guys. Now we move on to the very important part of our algorithm, its result. So this result list contains the people's or the accounts who are in the following list but not in the followers list. So let me explain the algorithm. So the 66th line explains about the result is equal to open bracket close bracket is an empty list. 67 is a for loop that runs till the length of the following with an increment of 1. So the 68th line is a variable with the value of 1. This algorithm is based on finding a prime number. So its 69 is another for loop which is inside for loop called I. So this for loop runs till the length of the followers with an increment 1. So here comes the condition statement, very important one. So if the first element of the following is available in the followers list, we don't need those accounts. K is equal to 1, K is equal to 0, sorry, K is equal to 0. So when it jumps to this statement, so K is equal to 0, double equal to 1. So this statement becomes false, and this condition won't work. So this is what we need. So if the person is available in the following list as well as in the followers list, we don't need those accounts. So this condition gets false. If the person is available in the following list but not in the followers list, so this condition won't work. So K actually becomes 1. So this condition becomes true, and the following I appends to result. That's what being explained over here. This algorithm is very, very important, guys. Try to understand this algorithm, guys. So now we need to run the whole thing. So we need to operate each part of the class. So Instagram.login, Instagram.notnow, twice, my account, unfollowers. So we have done it. So we need the list, right? So we need to just print the list. So print result, guys. So let's run this. Start off.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent.
Accounts I was eager of. So you would be happy when you just see these accounts. Hope you love the video. If you have any doubts, just comment it below or DM me through Instagram. So the ID would be down in the description. So if you need the algorithm, DM me through Instagram. So I would just send it through mail. So I love everyone who have just watched my video, guys. Thank you for watching my video. So this is my first channel and my first video, and I think this would get many views. So I've just done it for fun. Thank you for watching my video, guys. So if anyone get the output right and feels like stepping on the moon, try to DM me, guys. So that even when I get the output right, I feel the same, guys. So try to DM me or try to comment it below so that we get the same feelings here, guys. So this is where it gets stopped, and I must be off now. So I think I would just post many videos as I can, and I can learn a lot. So speak soon, guys.